Yo, what's going on, Dragon Ballers? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to go over the tournament pack cards that are coming out for Set 19 Fighters Ambition. I know a lot of these cards are not on our radars right now because these cards are not legal for Nationals, and that is a very important piece of information to know. If you did not know, the Set 19 tournament pack cards are not legal for play at least US Nationals. I'm pretty sure it's for all the regions across the board, but I know for a fact it's at least US Nationals. But yeah, if you guys know more about the other regions, drop that in the comments. I'm pretty sure it's for all regions. But anyways, I did want to go over this in a video because they are cards coming out for the game. They will be relevant after Nationals, so I figured we'd talk about them. If you guys are new here, though, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss a video. Anyways, let's jump right on in. Talking about the first card. So I think we'll split it into two parts because I think there's like 20 cards in this tournament pack set. I'm not sure if it's more than usual. Let me know in the comments below if it is. I forget the regular number of them. But yeah, we'll go over two winner cards in this video. First one is Metacooler Infinite Terror. 2-drop 10k battle card, counter attack, limit 1. If your leader is mono yellow, negate the attack and play this card. Permanent, if you have a Z leader or a Z battle card in play, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying its energy cost. And permanent bond 2, this card gains 5k and barrier. I mean, if you're reading the same card that I'm reading, this card is really, really good. I mean, it seems sort of simplistic, but I mean, free negate, 15k barrier, this card's absolutely insane. This one almost makes me wish it was legal for Nats because there's some decks I could think about that would like really want to use this card, but it's not legal, so we're not going to worry about that. But yeah, this card is super, super good. Probably, unfortunately, going to be one of the higher, pricier cards of this tournament pack set. And then we have Beerus Divine Destroyer's Advent. 4-drop 15k, energy exhaust, offering limit 1, arrival for a red or a yellow. Permanent, if a red-yellow multicolor is in your energy, reduce the combo cost of this card in your hand by 1. Finally, red-yellow gets a free combo card. I'm pretty sure this is the first one for this color combination, and for some reason, all other color combos have had multiple free combo cards. Whereas, again, I believe this is the first one for red-yellow, but this is great. More ways to arrive at red-yellow cards. Hopefully that color can make a comeback at some point. Auto, when this card attacks, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 4 or less in rest mode, and it can't be switched to active mode until the end of their next turn. That effect is kind of whatever, but this being a 1 energy offering and also serving as more arrival fodder, this is a great card. Again, this one probably won't fetch like too big of a price tag because red-yellow is not all that great right now. But I would definitely pick this up at its cheapest point because, yeah, I mean, if red-yellow becomes great in the future, this card will probably be a staple, I would aim to guess. Then we have SS Vegeta Fighting Back. 3-drop 15k deflect. Auto, place 1 card from your hand on top of your deck when this card's played. Play up to 1 Android 18 Defender of Heroes from your drop with 2 markers on it. So if your Unison dies throughout the battle in the Hellboy deck, which this is Hellboy support, we haven't seen that in a long time, this card can play it back from the drop and then activate main for a yellow. If your leader is a yellow Goku GT card and your opponent has 2 or more energy, draw 1 card and play this card from your hand. I love this card. This card helps you out going second. I mean, yeah, it's more so tied to going second because your opponent has to have 2 or more energy. So you can't do this like turn 2 going first. But if your opponent clears your Unison, which is more likely when they go first, this thing brings it back, draws a card, and yes, it top decks a card, but that's, you know, kind of intrinsic to what the archetype does. And it plays your Unison. Like, this card is pure value. I love, love, love this card. Then we have Goku Evolution Awaits. 3-drop 5k Overwhelm 3. When this card's played by Overwhelm, draw 1 and this card gains plus 10k for the turn. I think they probably did that. You know, it's kind of weird they give it a power boost instead of making it a 15k, but I think they did this because they want to keep this a 5k Goku so that it's playable with within the Gogeta Xeno archetype, you know, for fusing purposes. Activate Main Leader is a Sun Goku Xeno only card. Your opponent has 3 or more energy, and you remove this card from your drop or warp from the game. For the turn, reduce the skill cost of SS4 Sun Goku Conqueror of Evil's Xeno Evolve in your hand by 2. Now, I really don't remember what Conqueror of Evil does, but I remember seeing it when it came out in set 11 and really liking it, but the evolve cost is really heavy. Like, Xeno Evolve for 5, when this is a 5 cost, you're not really cheating this in at all, so that was kind of a weird decision. But auto, when a card evolves into this card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, send it to the owner's warp, and this card gains triple attack for the turn. That's beefy. And with this card's, you know, the tournament packs effect, this is a 3-drop, kill barrier, and triple attack 30k double strike. That's a lot better for 3 energy than it is for 5. Auto, choose 1 card in your hand and send it to your warp. When your opponent attacks, negate the attack, then negate this skill for the turn. That effect's not all that great. I mean, it's going to be good in some matchups, but like, you know, this dies to any onboard removal because it doesn't have barrier or anything like that. But still, I mean, a pretty cool piece of legacy support, and it's more support for Goku Xeno, which also got an anniversary box card. So yeah, I guess Zenkai is going to be supporting that deck quite a little bit. And this is more for that, which is kind of cool. Then we have SSB Vegeta, Disciple of the Gods. We have 3-drop 20k blocker, EX Evolve for 1, draw a card, and it goes over a yellow Vegeta with an energy cost of 2. Auto limit 1, when you activate a counter skill, switch this card to active mode and choose one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. Okay, so you can pair that with any of yellow negates like Nimbus, Time Magic. I don't think you can then block. Let's say this, right? Let's say you use Forbidden Power and this card would restand. I don't think you can then block with it, because I'm pretty sure the blocker would have to be in active mode in order to tap itself for the cost to block. I'm pretty sure that's how it would work. So you wouldn't be able to do some cool shenanigans like, again, Forbidden Power, restand this, and then block. I don't think that would work, but at least it readies itself to block the next attack, and it taps a battle card, so you can deal with your opponent's wide board that way. Auto, when this card is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, play 1 Goku with energy cost of 2 from your deck or drop, then shuffle your deck if you look through it. And I'm pretty sure that's specifically a yellow skillless Goku because of the way those brackets are. But yeah, this is support for the yellow Whis deck. Again, solid card. Just more evolve options where if you don't want to get super aggressive, you want to play a bit more of a slower deck, this can work in that regard. I think a card like this would greatly benefit from barrier without being too broken, because again, like non-barrier blockers, I don't know, me personally, when I'm playing Dragon Ball at the competitive level, I don't expect any non-barrier battle card to live into the next turn. That's just me, but I mean, what do I know? Anyways, good card though for a cool deck. I like Whis a lot, and yeah, solid card. Then we have Super 17 Shocking Arrival, 3-drop 9k barrier, auto limit 1. If your leader is a yellow Super 17 card and it's your turn, when this card is discarded from your hand by a skill, look up 7 cards on top of your deck, add up to 1 yellow unison with a specified cost of 2, among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck, activate main limit 1, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, and switch it to rest mode. So I believe there's a searcher in the Super 17 deck that would pitch this, and then this would also trigger its own auto. So you'd actually be plussing your hand ties in that deck, if I'm remembering how that stuff kind of works correctly. And I think you can also Unit Absorb into this, I think. But yeah, that deck I remember being pretty cool. The boss monster of yellow Super 17 was interesting. I mean, at the time, they were just better yellow decks to play, but maybe with some more legacy support, this deck can do a thing here and there. Then we have Bardock Fatherly Feelings, 1-drop 4k, auto limit 1. Once cards played, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, play up to 1 red Bardock's crew with energy cost of 1 among them, with its auto skills negated for the turn, and shuffle your deck, but not permanent skills, so it will retain the bond 3 of becoming a 15k battle card. Activate main, pay 2 red if your leader is a red Bardock card and your opponent has 3 or more energy, and you discard this card from your hand. Choose one of your red Bardock cards with an original power of 20k or less, and it gains plus 5k and dual attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. So there are a few cards you can pick with this, but one of the really cool ones is Bardock Super Saiyan Enlightenment. So the main thing here, giving him dual attack, is when this card attacks, play 1 Bardock's crew with energy cost of 1 from your drop, then choose up 2 of your red Saiyan cards other than this card, and they get plus 5k for the turn. So being able to swing twice with this, that auto is not once per turn, so you can replay multiple 1-drops out of your drop and then buff multiple of your battle cards. It's a really cool piece of legacy support. A bit costly because, I mean, overall it costs you 2 energy to get into Saiyan Enlightenment and then 2 energy to use as activate main for a total of 4. But I guess you could technically do that across a few turns because Super Saiyan Enlightenment has barrier, so he might live a turn or 2. So yeah, pretty cool legacy support, and so far all the cards we read have been solid. I'm liking them quite a bit. And then we'll end today's video talking about the Demon Approaches, 3-drop extra card, permanent. If your leader is a mono red Broly card, reduce energy cost of this card in your hand by 2, so it's a 1-drop in the red extra card Broly deck. Activate main limit 1, discard 1 other mono red extra card from your hand, draw 1 and add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Okay, so this is gonna be a -1 if you don't add the life. I mean, I don't consider taking the life to really be a true +1 because that's a finite resource, and as you get lower life throughout the game, you're getting closer to losing. So even if you do take the life, I don't consider this to be a true net even though by mathematical card economy it is. But yeah, you're getting rid of this extra card itself and another red extra card, and then you're drawing a card and taking a life. So if you need Self Awaken, this is an option for that. Activate battle limit 1, choose up to 1 mono red Broly card in your battle area with energy cost of 6 or less, which I believe the boss monster on that deck is a 6-drop if I'm not mistaken, and add up to 1 card of the same name as a chosen card from your deck to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. And yes, now I remember, that's important because the boss monster in the red extra card Broly deck requires you to like pitch another copy of itself in order to get its full effect, which I think includes like barrier removal and swinging, you know, a little bit bigger. So yeah, this card seemed great for extra Broly. I mean, I think extra Broly has its own slew of problems, which is, you know, being locked to only being able to play Broly battle cards. I mean, Broly Crown's still an incredibly strong card even post errata, so that's one thing this deck has going for it. But yeah, this is like the only card that I think is kind of meh, and really that's more so because it's in a meh archetype. This card could have been better though if they wanted to soup that archetype up. But anyways, I mean, yeah, all the cards we read for the most part in this video I think have been pretty solid. I'm looking forward to a lot of these legacy supports. Me personally, probably most looking forward to the Cooler and the Vegeta GT for the Hellboy deck. But let me know in the comments below which of these cards you are most looking forward to, and we'll come back tomorrow with part 2 of the rest of the tournament pack cards. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.